Introduction. The building failure occurs when the building loses its ability to perform its intended function. Building failure can therefore be classified into the two broad groups of the physical failure which lend to the loss of the characteristic. For example, failure is a strain and the performance, meaning a reduction in the operation belong and the reasonable limit set.
Aim and objective of study. Based on the investigation of the case study, students will be able first to have a sound basic understanding of the contribution factor to failure case in industry, to analyze the main cause of the building failure case, to recommend prevention method to curb the factor of the building failure.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Hayati. My case study Lotus Riverside Residential Building, Shanghai, China. As you know that this building have 11 of 30-story towers with residents ranging from 66 to 128 square meters. In 2009, the building was collapsed and almost 419 for the 629 apartments in the building have been sold out. The beginning building collapse related to excavation during construction of garage due to the collapsed building. And then the largest quantity of earth will always to be removed and filled in landfill. And the weight can cause the light river band easily to collapse. From this collapse of building was killed one worker at the site construction. How building collapsed? First, by the constructor on the apartment building. The underground of garage was dug up and the excavator was piled up. And then second, the environmental factors by heavy rains and wind. And third is the lateral pressures. The stabilities of lateral pressure cannot be supported and the building began to tilt and then collapse down. The causes of collapse in the building first is difference of size, the piling, which is to make 4.6 meter to the underground car park while up or 10 meters on the structure, and then 2 it exposed the environmental factor by heavy rains and wind, and then third is difference of pressure in structure, which is have overburden pressure and erosion of soil, and 4 is the poor of workmanship skill, which is workers the guy one side on the garage while the other worker doing at site earth, and then last is the poor of system management, which is the construction company was not provided to support the structure of the wall at the parking box.
Case study number 2, Sky Plaza Berlin, building background. Added in the Berlin Coast Road, the Virginia. Property type is construction in Berlin Coast Road in the Fairfax County, Virginia. Land title is commercial. Number of story 26. Number of the block is 4. Total number of the unit is 468 and facility is apartment, office, hotel, shopping center and parking. The chronology of the collapse. The first place section of the 24-floor slab then fell on the 23-floor slab, starting a collapse that continue all the way to the foundation. Killer is 14 workers and injection is 34. The construction collapse and the failure propaganda horizontal toward the building parking garage fitted in on the workers killer in 10. We are in the tower and the 4 in garage. Possible causes have the 2. First is a different foundation and second is the woman we are pulling concrete support out too fast. Conclusion is the incident occurred in the Sky Plaza Center Berlin collapse because of the woman for the northwest sheet metal in claim that woman we are pulling concrete support out too fast. They are trying to hustle the jobs too faster. This matter has been investigated by the Professor Shoho of the University of the Illinois Urbana, civil engineering, to investigate the causes, and they are hired by the Fairfax County.
My case study at Kota Baru Mall, Kelantan. Location strategically located shopping mall located on the main road to Kota Baru city centre and next to KB Bazaar. They opened on 2005. Number of main Pacific hypermarket and department store Pacific Bowling. Number of stories. KB Mall is the 3-story building shopping mall complex located in Kota Baru, Kelantan. It is managed by YS Tun Holdings as Sendian Berhad with an area of 1 million square feet. It makes KB Mall the largest shopping mall on the east coast of peninsular Malaysia. The mall has long since become a familiar landmark for both local and tourists alike. Disaster strike on December 6, 2009 at 5 p.m. Kota Baru residents were shocked by the crash of KB Mall following a loud crash here when a car engine driven by NURULHIDAYAH 90 suddenly started causing the car to lunge forward and smash into the retaining wall. The yellow Ford Laser TX3 car plunged from the third floor car park of KB Mall shopping complex and fell into the escalator situated at the concourse of the shopping mall after being pushed by the man and causes its slide between two escalators at the scene. Statistics of the building collapse. The collapse of two students from Master Skill College New Kota Baru branch, Siti Nur Aminah Samsudin 90 and Siti Nur Diana Azman 18. Also injured two other, Rashidah Hamad Lufi 24, who was also a college student, and Nur Ain Said 19. A man who helped drive his damaged car was arrested, and the accident also caused considerable damage as the mall had to close for repair work. Conclusion of case study. The engineer should have doing supervision during the construction to make sure that the construction work is the following its specification. The engineer or architect must be meticulous in the examine the detail of design the space. A back design calculation and detailing structure of the property indirectly to the building collapse, and the interior design is recommended to conduct to guarantee that reinforced concrete section size, thickness, and the reinforcement spacing and size to support the most critical load combination.
Assalamualaikum, my name is NAZIHAH. Today I'm going to present my case study, which is the collapse of UMNO Tower. So for the building background of my case study, the official name is Menara UMNO and it is located at 128 Jalan McAllister. It functions as an office and it has 21 stories. The building height is 307 feet. It was built on 1995 and completed at 1998. The architect that is responsible to design this building is T.R. Hamzah and Young. The structural engineer is Tahir Wong Sendian Berhad, and the mechanical and electrical engineer is Runhill Bersekutu and JDC Corporation Sdn Bhd. The collapse chronology. So, on 13 June 2013, a strong thunderstorm has struck Penang and causing havoc to the road users in Penang. Because of the thunderstorm, a 200-ton structure coming from the communication tower atop of the UMNO building in Jalan McAllister to collapse and damage 7 vehicles including pickup truck at 7 p.m. It is also noted that the wind was blowing from the direction 320 degrees, which was perpendicular to the weaker axis of the reinforced concrete fin wall. The impact from the collapse has created 6-meter deep crater on McAllister Road. The severity of the structure collapse has killed 2 civilians and injured 7 civilians more. Based on my analysis, I have listed 3 main causes of the structural collapse. So, the first causes is design failure. The accident occurred because of the inefficient building design. The architect who designed this building is failed to consider the loading from the wind. Wind load is regarded as important loading element because it has a great very impact on the design of the building. As we all aware, the vertical loads increase along with the building height. So, the higher we build the building, the greater impact of the wind load. The second causes is building design that do not comply with the standard. The Malaysian Ministry of Standards is the central body for standardization and accreditation. The standard has listed all station wind speeds for all direction based on 3-second gust wind data that are available around Malaysia as a guideline to construct minimal wind loading on the newly built structure. The minimum wind speed in station at Butterworth is 27 meter per second. The gust speed wind at the building during the time of incident on June 13 was around 18 meter per second, which was far from the highest recorded speed for the island. The third causes is negligence of submitting person. The submitting person should check the design thoroughly before approving the design drawing. Any mistake during designing phase should be detected earlier by the submitting engineer. The submitting engineer who approved and submitted the engineering drawings was equally responsible for these accidents. As for conclusion on my case study, during the designing phase, the architect must follow all the standards and guidelines that are listed by the professional board in order to prevent any design failure in the future. The architect also must consider and calculate all the possible loadings that will be imposed on that building. The submitting person also must aware if the design have any mistake and miscalculation before approving the drawing. So, as conclusion for overall study, I have highlighted 3 main points. The first point is, the current building codes have significantly decreased the risk of being injured or killed in a structural failure, but can completely remove it. There have been occasions or accidents since men started to build when certain buildings didn't meet standards. Common problems include leaking, sagging, cracking, and complete failure in several cases. The next point is insufficient construction, which causes a failure may be due to various reasons, which may not be easy to predict before or during construction. The key causes of structural failure are floor design that have not determined the actual conditions of loadings on the structural component. Even if the design is adequate, the structure can fail because of the materials cannot withstand the load. The usage of low quality material will affect the construction. There are 3 recommendations that is suggested in order to prevent or minimize the accident that is caused by building failure. First, All the legal professional bodies that is involved at every construction phase should be monitor and supervise the site meticulously in order to prevent any failure during construction or post-construction. Second, the construction site also must obey all the standards and guidelines that is provided by Malaysian Ministry of Standards. All construction sites in Malaysia should apply the standards and guidelines. Third, the submitting person who is going to approve any proposed design must be able to detect and solve the design mistake at early stages.